Good morning, everybody. It's Cheryl Echeverria from Echeverria Travel, and it's Talk Travel News Monday for July 27, 2020. And the first 6 months of July, almost seven, of 2020 is almost over. Oh, it has been a crazy year, and Nelson and I definitely emphasize we love to travel, and no, we can't do it at this time. So it hurts when we're not out. Never mind traveling outside Florida, but traveling anywhere. Going to a restaurant, going to a bar, seeing friends and family, visiting people who are sick that might not have corona, but just needs to have a visit and somebody to care for them and see them. Even food shopping is a hard thing to do. So let's remember, everybody out there. I'm always going to remind everybody we are in a new normal. If we want this stuff done and over with, let's listen to the doctors and the scientists. Let's stop listening to the myths and all this and that, and wear a mask where you have to, wash your hands, and to practice social distancing. Very important. Even on a plane and train, in order to feel like a Dr. Seuss. But anyway, travel news. So I'm going to give you some of the latest updates from at least from Walt Disney World today, and some cruise news and some news from Europe. So let's keep this up and exciting. No bad stuff this morning. Um, let's see here. I am looking at my screen because things change all the time, and I want to make sure that I've given you the right information here. I timed out a little bit, but some of the Walt Disney World resorts are now opening or reopening, and I can make your reservations. And we can make you a hotel reservation, but remember, things are not the same at Walt Disney World at this time. And they're predicting in the news, because of Corona and other things going on, and people not wanting to travel for a while, that the masses may not be returning for a couple of years, which is a good thing. I mean, I love Disney myself. That's why one of the reasons we moved here from New York. I wanted to be near Disney. I wanted to be near the cruise ports. Hey, I live in Orlando, but you know what? It's only night. It's 3 hours to Miami. We could take a train or a bus or drive or go 90 minutes out of Tampa. We live in the largest cruise state, whether it's for river cruising or for mass market ocean cruising. And remember, there's so many different types of itineraries you can take besides the Bahamas and Eastern Western Caribbean. And many of those islands are open. And many of those islands are outside of the hurricane belt. So if you're looking at St. Lucia or St. Kitts or uh, Martinique and Curacao and some of our beautiful islands to the south, it's a great place to visit. And yes, it might, you might have to fly out of Miami, or you can't do nonstop out of Orlando for many of these destinations. But they are open. And who else is open? Dominican Republic. If you're following me on the blogs and postings, know I've been posting about the Hyatt Playas in Dominican Republic, Cap Cana, which is just 15 minutes from the uh, Dominican Punta Cana Airport. I mean, 15 minutes out is great. They are the new Hyatt's Zifa and Zalaria resorts. Okay, they got some great pricing and open for business. They just reopened last week. The Zifa is family, friends and family, and the Zalaria is adults only. They share some of the properties. Some of the properties are not shared, but depending on what you want, this is a great affordable product for everybody. Okay, St. Lucia's open, Jamaica's open, parts of Mexico is open. So that's because we can't go to Europe or on a cruise. Why? I don't know. Because if we all follow social distancing and everything else, it's safer to be on a cruise than out, than any place else in the world. I think it's all political, my own opinion. Again, it's just my opinion, not yours. And I think cruising is really, really safe. But I don't believe in those cruise lines that have. I like the smaller cruise ships. I really do. When I go on a cruise, I don't want to be on with 4,000 other people. Never did. I'd like to uh, explore them for you, my clients, but for me personally, it's too much. You feel I mean, I was on the Harmony of the Seas, beautiful ship. She sails out of Port Canaveral year round, but at the same time, I felt like I was on a moving mall, and that's all I can say about it. Beautiful ship, has great Broadway shows and this and that, but I wanted to feel like I was on the outside. Even when you have, Central Park and all that, that is great. But when I'm on a cruise, if I want an indoor cabin, I'm paying for an inside cabin. You don't have windows or anything. That's the most economic option. Or and I really don't like that. I like to have a window, at least have a window which is ocean view, and make sure you get one that's not being blocked by a pole or a boat, uh, not boat, but a life raft. I mean, yeah, they all have life rafts from our protection. But if I'm going to cruise and I'm going to spend my money, I want a balcony. I personally, at my age, which is 53, I don't like the cruise lines where they're all party, party, party. I like the party, but I like my own music. I like my own comedy. I like to be able, I like to be able to enjoy my cruise and not have to worry about anything. I like more of an adult option than with the kids. I love my grandkids. I love my kids, but when I Nelson and I cruise or travel, we want to have a little more of the adult friendly background. And we service all clients, mind you. And remember, we do group travel. And when we're doing group travel, we travel with you, like minded people that want to see the world and not just a beach and drink a Mai Tai or a margarita or something. I mean, that's nice to do for an afternoon, but to me, it's a little boring. And I can't deal with the sun all day long. So I want to explore and travel and maybe see something new and do something new, an activity, maybe dance with Indians or eat a new dish or try something new. Anyway, that's what we love to do and service our clients. They love doing the same thing. So whether you're 24 or 72, and up, as long as you're an adult only, we love taking you on groups with us. That being said, a friendly reminder, please remember to read your Armchair Explorer e-newsletter. This is just for our readers and fans, things you cannot find on social media. This past week, we were talking about the various American cruise lines out there. Remember, if you like river cruising, or even if you don't want to do the mass market, Ocean View, we get plenty of river cruises here in the United States that you can visit, whether it's 7 or 14 days. Excuse me, got the hiccups or longer. Please remember that you could do this right here in the US. And eventually, if you want to go out to Europe and Asia and all those other countries, we will help you as well once it's safe to travel there. Anyway, getting back to my Disney fans, and yes, Disney fans are adults. I mean, let's face it, we all grew up with Mickey Mouse and Mr. Disney on the Wonderful World of Disney coming into our homes on Sunday night. The Mickey Mouse clubs, the summertime movies where they release the classics. We all drove our kids to the movies, or when I was little, or a drive-in, and you saw the classic with your family, and they have remembrance of seeing that as a kid. I remember my dad taking us to see Peter Pan, and he saw it as a kid. And it's nothing like seeing a movie on a movie screen versus a TV set. I'm sorry, there's a big difference with sound and quality. And yes, we're all getting used to this, the a DVD or seeing a Disney Plus or whatever it is. Get out to see the movie when you can. Okay. Anyway, the Disney resorts that are open for booking at this time, and they're not all open. So uh, currently, Disney resort hotels are open, and the reopening dates to Disney Polynesian Village Resort and Disney Art of Animation Resort due to current environmental things are not open yet. But July 29th, Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort is open. August 24th, Disney Yacht Club Resort is open. The 21st, yay! September 21st, the Grand Floridian Resort and Spa is opening. October 4th, Disney Polynesian Village Resort will open, yay! October 14th, Disney Coronado Springs Resort will resume openings. And November 1st, Disney Art of Animation Resort. And while they previously had reopening dates for the Beach Club Resort and Disney's Boardwalk Inn, these Disney resort hotels will remain closed until further notice while we continue to reevaluate their reopening timeline. That is directly reading from my Disney travel agent portal. So we hope you'll, where am I? There I am. We hope that you, sorry if you saw the top of my head if you're watching this on YouTube. Um, these are the resorts that are opening. Disney has canceled the Happy Halloween shows over at Magic Kingdom. Same thing with Universal. If you go to Universal for their Halloween uh, fanatics over there, it is closed for this year to further notice. Uh, Other things open up right now. They have the Food and Wine Expo over at Epcot going on. Um, so if you're looking to book for 2021, I do have some packages available for Walt Disney World. I want to also give some travel advice to those with special needs. Okay, traveling, I would recommend if you're an adult, even if you have kids traveling with you. I know it's not very easy to do, especially you don't know when schools are going to be reopening and the schedules have changed so much. But if you're traveling with people with health conditions, remember, Florida has 4 seasons. You got hot, 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 and we like to call desert heat, which is tremendously hot. And that's July and August. And I'm from New York. I also am diabetic. I also, as you know, I also have kidney issues and other health issues. That's why I can come to you and talk to you with the expertise I have with traveling. Okay. I'm proud. I mean, yeah, I am proud. You know, if I could help one person understand what it is like to traveling with a special need or disability, even if you don't, and you just need that extra thought, because let's face it, when we're traveling and when we get older, we don't think of that. Or if we're traveling as a group, 9 out of 10 times, who's paying for the travel? That is grandma or grandpa. And they want to spend for family reunions, and everybody wants to go during the summertime. But guess what? Grandma and grandpa or family members that are older can't be out in the heat that long. You got to look for fall or spring. That's a better time to come here. Less humidity. I mean, for now, anyway, with the parks the way they are, they're looking for clients, but I wouldn't, myself, um, it's very, very hot. Even in, you got to wait on the long lines. You got to, even now, you can't walk around with food in your hand. You could have ice cream or something like that. You can't be walking around with it. They have no parades right now at Walt Disney World, and I miss the parades myself and the entertainment and dancing and acting like a goofball. Because when Nelson and I go to Disney, we act like big goofballs, which is fun at any age. Gotta let that fun out. Or we go to Disney Springs and walk around and try different food, or just enjoy the day. You don't have to pay to get into Disney Springs, but if you're not used to the heat, uh, go in the fall. I mean, it's 24, 365 days a year, except for when the coronavirus shut down Walt Disney World. It's open. Same thing with Universal Studios and the other theme parks. And let's remember, there are great other places to visit here in Orlando. We have the Philharmonic, we have the Amway Center, we have the Classic Ballet, we got great parks to visit. We got Cocoa Beach, we got the Space Coast, we got fishing, we got going to see the manatees and camping, and we got Key West here in Florida, and we got the West Coast in Tampa, and we got baseball and football and soccer, and we got so many things to do here in Florida that remember that when you want to come to Florida, we have so many things to do, just like in New York as well. I'm a New Yorker. You can't tell from my accent. Oh my goodness. But there's plenty of places to see here in the United States. Uh, Cruising, I mentioned it before. Cruising has been pushed back again till October. Ladies and gentlemen, please do not book your cruises until 2021. I know my vendors and suppliers are cringing by me saying that, but guess what? Nobody's going anywhere. So if you're going to book something, book it for 2021. You're going to be sending, I don't know why they insist of pushing it back and playing with clients and all this and that. I've said since the beginning, it is going to be till 2021 that you can cruise again. And me personally, and like I was saying earlier, cruise ships are clean, they're sterilized. As long as the staff I know with these cruise ships, they can't work unless they have the coronavirus or Heineken. We can't say Corona anymore. The Heineken to find out if everybody has it. Okay, so if the employees have to do and wear a mask and prepare to travel, everybody else should be able to. I've heard terrible things go on, like people were traveling to Puerto Rico, got to Puerto Rico, got the mask on the plane, got to Puerto Rico, went shopping, did not have a mask on. The owner of the shop would not allow them in the shop due to them not having a mask on, and they destroyed the store. Ladies and gentlemen, let's remember that we are not the only ones out there to be respectful and caring of one another. That's the only thing. We're all here for love, and we all seem to be turning to hate no matter what, and I don't know why, that we can't respect one another. Nelson and I are all about love and caring and respect, so if you're going anywhere, yes, you can't be denied service if you're not wearing a mask. Things that when you're going to the Caribbean, many places do not have tours or anything, and you must stay on property. You will be asked to sign documents at your resort stating you will not leave the property due to the coronavirus. So you're technically being quarantined, but hey, who wouldn't mind being quarantined at an all-inclusive resort? You're enjoying your drinks, you're enjoying your entertainment, you're enjoying catamaran cruises and diving and entertainment. Yes, you want to get out and explore the places that you've gone to, but it's still a great vacation, right? You paid for it, you go to the resort, let's enjoy it and worry about, other things later on. If you liked it, go back again, and next time, do your excursions. Check out the resort first and go from there. Some of the cruise lines are selling off their cruise ships. Carnival just sold off two. the Royal and some of the other cruise lines are getting rid of their cruises, um, just because of the social distancing and other things going on. But other news, I think I mentioned it, but I'll mention it again. Puerto Rico is pushed back until August 15th, 2020. And I have a great article posted on Echeverria Travel Facebook page about why the Bahamas closed its doors. And basically, it says because people in they have over 40,000 plus inhabitants of, I should say 400,000 inhabitants of the Bahama Islands. And it's not just Nassau and Great and Exuma and Freeport. People live here all the time. And yes, some members of the Bahama culture visit back and forth to the US. We visit back and forth to the Bahamas because it's the closest island for US people here to visit. But people are going and getting sick, and the government decided to close its borders. Um, and let's remember that other islands can do the same at the drop of a hat, and we cannot be getting angry at it. Make sure that you book with a reliable travel agent. Make sure you get cancellation. Make sure it's refundable. Get travel insurance if you can, and enjoy life. Let's not let Corona ruin everything. Let's just stick to the new normal. Yes, it's hot, it's sticky outside. And I say, if you're not willing to protect yourself or others, then don't go out. That's just it. Cheryl Echeverria signing off. This week's guest on Friday is Miss Carrie Roberts from Aflac. Come by and listen to uh, not only Aflac, but other insurance options she has for independent contractors. And she's also a veteran of the Air Force and many places she has traveled to and wants to travel to in the future. Take care. 407-910-6469. Reservations at echeveriatravel.com. And read your Armchair Explorer e-newsletter. If you have not done so, check your spam junk folder. Stop hitting the delete button. There's tons of information in there. Or register at reservations at echeveriatravel.com. We love all of you. God bless. Take care. Enjoy your day.